Hello and welcome to a slightly different stream today. This is Path of Exile 2. They're doing a free weekend. I played the original Path of Exile back when it released in its very first form, and I enjoyed it very much. So I thought I'd check out this. Just trying to make sure that everything is visible and properly streaming. Perfect. Perfect. It is, everything is set up and functioning properly. Good morning, Paul. I'm doing some Path of Exile 2 this morning. Possibly afternoon. It's it took 7 hours to download the client yesterday after they made it available. So black bars on bottom and right side. Unfortunately, I can't. How big are these black bars? I checked the stream very briefly on my phone because annoyingly the streaming software will not, for some reason, function with game capture on this. It's having to do screen or display capture. Which is annoying. Oh, I see. That is weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I mean, it should just be functioning. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it should just be capturing everything. I might just have to go with that. I don't know how to to resight. It's meant to be doing the full display. So I tried doing it with game capture, and it just comes up with blackness, which is unhelpful. I'll play with the settings, and we'll see what happens. I did just install new graphics driver as well, so I don't know if that's had any impact. Ooh, I don't know why that's... Why? I don't know why it's doing that. Why isn't it letting me do 19? My standard resolution. Um, I'm trying to think what's a similar ratio to the 1920 by 180. Ah, so 1.77. Uh, mm, so this should be the same ratio as I normally have. Has that got rid of the bars? Have have the weird black bars gone? That's the question. Okay, that's just... There must be a settings somewhere that's gone weird. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the settings in this because I only installed it at, well, finished installing it at like 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning. Oh, do they have the same issue with it? Do they? Yes. I built this PC. Oh, what? 11 years ago, just over, with the idea. Um, with the idea that the computer would last 10 years. It's my primary computer. But like when I when I when I do buy a new computer, I build it myself. Um, and well, I mean, for streaming World of Warcraft, it's never been an issue. But anyway, let's get started. I want to actually play, and I can think about stuff while off stream. So we're playing the Witch because I like playing summoning characters. Um, I loved the Necromancer in Diablo 2, for example.
dead rise again. Oh, I'm going to like it here.
Oh, tutorial is on. Fine. So you see, this feels like 25 to 30 FPS. I mean, for me, it's fine. It might have something to do with the streaming quality. Trying to remember where that setting is. No, I don't know. If
Pathetic creation.
okay, that's a bit different. In the original Path of Exile, the summoning skill would actually be a skill, and you'd have to put it on your hotbar. That doesn't seem to be the case.
This oozes darkness. I welcome it.
Something. Okay, that's more like it. Reviving minions. Oh, okay. Got a, no longer socketing in items. It goes in a. Go in here. Okay, so you and. All right. Okay. That on autocast then or something? Oh, okay. We can have 3 of them. And do we drag skill? Right click, maybe? Oh, left click is skill, sure. Sure. Not drag and drop.
I just found my path to power.
Oh, okay. That's new. Checkpoints replenish your health, mana, and flasks. But monsters respawn with you. Okay. I know this is the tutorial area, but it would perhaps be nice to have a bit more to face. Did that just artificially set my life lower than it needed to be, just to make me use a potion? It's kind of what it felt like. Yeah, PoE 2, Path of Exile 2 is still in like its pre-release form, which you need to pay to access. When it fully releases, it will be free to play. I wanted to see what it felt like. It still feels fairly similar to PoE 1 so far.
Vanilla, I presume.
Okay, that hurt a lot. Sure. That's a lot of damage.
Vanilla, I presume.
Oh, everything respawns, right? There's no room to kite back anymore. Um, so we leveled up, and that was much tougher than the Path of Exile 1 equivalent fight. Very, very similar lead up and feel, but much, much, much tougher. This is the skill tree. It is, you can see, quite extensive. It provides a ton of customization options. What basic paths have we got? Energy shield or spell and minion damage. Well, we probably want to go down the minion path to begin with. And look.
Please come inside.
On the whole, that felt good. The damage output for the special attacks was really, really high. It did kind of feel perhaps a little bit too much, because it's if you're slightly injured, like at all, and you get hit by the slam, whatever it was, it just it just one shots you.
Is this all that remains?
Renly's the name. You're skilled with the violence, if what you did out there in the riverbanks is any sign. Another refugee from the Count's justice, I take it. Well, have no fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now, and we could sorely use your skills in these dark times. I'll smith for you what I can, if you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense.
Uncut skill gem. Okay.
There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out in the felling. It moves unseen under the dirt and attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food. Now, if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it, we'd be indebted to you. It's a shame what happened to old Brannock. He was a kind man in life, but I can't say I'll miss the creature he became. Oh, he tried to batter his way in for 5 full days. Once he rose again, well, we thought we were done for. This part of Farrell has been a fair home for many an Essamite generation. We weren't able to take part in the Bloody Flowers Rebellion, but we had our share of conflict with them here. Their ruins run over the top of ours, fighting. Well, this place was never meant to house this many people, especially not the sickening. The monsters creeping out of the forest keep us locked within the... I don't have the heart to tell the others I don't see a way to survive this. I put on a break. Take a look.
Hmm. Well, we certainly don't have any coin to buy things with. Well, magic find early on is always helpful. priest. Yeah, I mean, I think we want to keep the ranged attacks, so we'll sell the shield.
A kind leader. Hopefully he survives.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, able-bodied men capable of excavation must present themselves at the manor at once. Failure to do so will constitute a crime.
Welcome to the camp of the lost, stranger. We survive, but we do not live. All this began the night Count Gino took his most loyal men into the Grellwood. After he returned, a madness grew in him. Something happened out there. Please, I fear this land's sickness will only deepen unless we do something. He doubts himself, but I know he will find a way to protect us. He is, in many ways, friendly brings the strength, Finn brings the wit, and I'm doing my best to keep spirits raised. I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Any that catch your eye?
Well, I mean, that's nice, but we do not have 312 gold.
Cute girl. Surprised she...
Welcome, violent stranger. I am Finn, and I shall... If I don't got it, I can. This is a wooden... Oh, Renly's alright. Only man in the village that didn't run me out of town whenever he's... By then?
He's a devious one. I like him.
Out there, ancient creatures, lurking beneath the surface. Trust me, I've seen them. The others...
It could be true, or it could just be that devourer creature. In which case, you...
No. But that damn thing has likely opened their past. These creatures, they are something else. It is not but
Interesting.
It's always something with this...
Depose them. Cave in the cracks. Cave in whatever you find.
All right. Fine.
I knew I could take care, friend. Well, I don't know how else to describe them. They ripped right up out of the dirt.
Ooh. What?
Black-blooded, green-eyed. Darkness oozes.
Okay.
Be wary. Oi!
Now that's Renly, who we've already spoken to. Okay. Skills. Yeah. That's helpful. I'm not sure how we use... Okay, so we cut these ourselves. try the snipes. Okay, so we can engrave our own whenever we want. Sure. Skulls panel, I guess. Okay, so cute perhaps. So 2 melee, an arranged skeleton. Hold space after dodging to go into a sprint.
Something foul stirs beneath the surface. The darkness subsides. What to
Okay, sure. I'm a little puzzled. That things hit quite so hard. It doesn't feel like PoE did at the start. These things feel like they do a ton of damage. It's kind of somewhat difficult to tell what's mine and what isn't.
I have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site. Travel there and convey my order to return. Anyone refusing my authority should be considered a traitor and a criminal. Deal with them as you see fit, but bring their bodies back to the manor.
Yeah, so this summons this. They don't last long.
The descent into darkness. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay, nothing else in there.
I can create
massive things that we found. Should identify the flask.
What a
Oh,
pretty worm.
wow. Cool. It's big. Right.
The tail.
Okay, that was a fun fight.
Always outsmarts the worm.
Definitely a fun fight. The zones do feel a bit too... I know there's lots of little checkpoints everywhere, but the zone feels massive. Oh. Like, the Path of Exile zones were never like super small, but they only sort of felt huge like when it was necessary for a story point, perhaps. So there are definite slight differences. Okay. That was super quick. Yeah, but let's create a portal, go back to town, and reassess from there. It would probably help to sell or disenchant some stuff for some basic gear, anyway.
Why look, Exile, take a punt. You know you want to. Remember us when you're famous.
Hello.
Transmutation. Transmutation shard. Augmentation. Uncut skull gems.
5.
And we want to sell.
Oh, finally! Took down the Devourer, did you? Oh, that's incredible! This is the first real success. Now, this won't cover our debt to you, not nearly. But take it as... What would you like? Might make good scrap. Bad enough I have all these folks to protect. I've been worried sick about my son ever since the Count's men arrested him. I was hoping you might have seen him when you were in their custody. He's a big lad, but you can't miss him because, well, he's not from around here. Every day here in Clearfell, I keep my eyes on the river. Till next time.
Yes?
Okay. Requirements not met. Oh, okay. Oh, so it resets the entire area, but also removes the event location. I can't say that I'm a fan of that. You should just be able to go back to where the thing was. That feels rubbish. explosions hurt. Okay. So, I mean, that is everything, right? In this area. We completed the Devourer. Is this another abyssal area thing? It doesn't look like it. I guess then when we first, yeah, the first time we left Cliffell and died just outside the gates, I think that was one of those abyss things. That's why it was so hard.
No.
What do we know? Should we just do that? Should we just right click it? It's permanent cold resistance then?
So, you did it. Within the lair of the Devourer was more to this story.
I feel like that should be obvious.
I see. Well, it is my duty to defend our kin from these monsters. You have my thanks. I'm an old-timer. I've seen the clans at war, seen the Thanes at each other's throats, but never one...
Power always corrupts. Not me, of course. Just the Count.
Yes, once we called him the Wolf for his sense of kinship. Now, the Mad Wolf. Rabid decisions, profane thinking.
Aren't your Thanes supposed to be doing...
One of the first things Count Gianor did in his madness was damage our relationship with the Thanes. Insulted them and cut off contact.
Gotta hand it to him. That's a great strategy.
Those relationships were vital. Built on the very blood and bones of those who fought for Esamir. It is nothing but a spit in the face of those who... Forgive my manners, young one. I am Mortimer. I've been a steward in these parts for longer than you have drawn breath. Over the years, my canine...
You've got a dog. Can I...
Well, yes, of course. But as I was
It's
saying...
always a dark time in Rayclast.
He is a... deep in the cracks.
How can I help?
Right,
What
let's
have we got?
sell
Here's what I got.
the grey stuff. Got.
Stick to the cairn.
Yes. The Devourer is just another victim of the sickness infecting our precious land. The infection in the soil. It is sad to see such a great creature slain. But it was no... I survived, but all that I was is gone. Count Gino has only been growing more and more cruel with his I was away when it happened. But my neighbors warned me on my way home, and I fled. Clearfell is as far as I could go before there is scant hope in my heart for my father. But I must believe my mother and my 2 younger brothers escaped, even though my heart tells me that they are just... Please, take your time.
Scrolls of Wisdom. Worth doing that.
These are just some odds and ends of mine. Yes?
Or do I just want to disenchant them?
Goodbye.
Okay. So we pick and the breaking armor seems like a good thing. And possibly not the last gasp. Not sure. Skill target minions. Supported skills with and that's probably useful for some combo exploding something later, maybe. For now. I really want them to take less damage though. Yeah. Version sounds good. I'd like to try Contagion, I think. I'm going to level anything up. Be the skeletal sniper. I think what we do is we'll do the rest of this area. Find the growl wood. Okay, so that's the growl wood. Now, do we need to find the waypoint? Here is a waypoint. Nope, not what I wanted to do. What's the shortcut key? World screen. There is a waypoint here which we should probably obtain.
A sister in the Grellwood? Curious? You tarried too long, dear sister. My knowledge grows deeper.
Yeah, definitely want that. Um, and that sort of seems to be the obvious initial path. I wasn't expecting to like Contagion this much. But it feels really good.
No.
Um, I need to do. It's do I want to ID? Probably the gloves, if anything. Is it like shift right click to sell it or something? Speedy sell.
Sorry, I was just. I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Any that catch your eye. Another for my collection.
That's control.
Thank you. The first ones ran wild through the Grellwood of old. Hunting over time, the forest became abundant with the joys of those spirits and their old. The curse upon this land has made the known paths of the Grellwood twisted and treacherous. Bye.
Yeah, well, we find the waypoint. That'll be main. I think we ignore these white items for now. They're just going to take up a ton of space. And have the blues still, for sure. There we go, the contagion really takes massive effect there. There's the waypoint.
Well, well. Who is this that adorns the Tree of Souls?
By decree of the Count of Ogham, those condemned to hang from these branches are to be left until their hearts no longer beat, their lungs no longer fill with air, and their flesh is no longer warm. In death, you are not forgiven. Your souls will remain trapped here by this ancient maw of maligned wood, and the grove will be forever denied you. Rot here in the Grellwood for all time, and good riddance.
What happened here? This shade, is it still alive? Perhaps it can give us the answers we seek. Only the Count's sword has the power to bind souls to the tree like this. We must free it somehow. To release that being from the Tree of Souls, we'll need more than simply cutting his robe. The ancient runes that imbue the Count's blade created the binding, and only ancient runes can break it. There is a battlefield not far from here that runs red with rust, where the weapons and armor of countless Ezamites still remain. We call it the Red Renly will know how to forge them. Bring the runes to
Okay.
him, and then
So next time into the Red Veil. Some okay, this is a Brambleghast we still need to find in this area. Yeah, we can finish looking for that before we move on, I guess. Is this the Bramble? There we go.
What a beautiful monstrosity.
Okay, the slightly glowing purple spot on the ground instantly kills you. Interesting. What? A purple mace grows out of the ground and slams on top of you, instant death. Okay. Okay, well, I think I need to eat, so we'll try logging off by checkpoint and see how that goes from there. I don't know whether all of this revealing stays. But we'll find out when we log back in and start the next stream. So for now, I'll say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.